Well, let's move on to our second game tonight, which offers up a real chance for one of the lesser lights to book an unlikely semi-final slot. Ayr have gained a reputation as giant killers in recent years, but this afternoon they were the favourites when second division Partick Thistle came calling. A huge occasion for both clubs, certainly Thistle's biggest day out in years. Not surprisingly, the old stadium was packed to the rafters. A great atmosphere. Among the crowd was John Barnes.
Having rested half a team against Inverness in midweek, it's no surprise here boss Gordon Dale's made 6 changes for this tie, including the return of last round goal heroes Neil Tarrant and Gary Teal. Neil Duffy's back at the heart of the defence. Teal and Jen Christian Hansen fill the wide midfield berths, with Tarrant and Glyn Hurst up front. Goalkeeper Craig Nelson makes his first appearance since being injured against Motherwell in the last round. He's been to the cup final before in the losing Falkirk side in 1997. Thistle boss John Lambie makes 2 changes from midweek. Robert Dunn and Quinton Jacobs return at the expense of the 2 Swedes, Johnny Blom and Peter Lindau, who's been on loan to Partick from Ayr. That means Jacobs lines up in the left side of midfield in a 4-4-2 formation, with Dunn partnering Scott McLean in attack. The referee is Kenny Clark. Well, this is only the second quarter-final tie between these sides. The last time they met was back in 1973. And Ayr United won that encounter by 5 goals to 1. That match was up at Firhill. There's McLean, holding off the challenge, getting in the shots. Saved by Craig Nelson. It was a good turn from Scott McLean. Push there by Brian Martin and Neil Tarrant. There was Martin just tugging away at Neil Tarrant. That's what's given Ayr United the free kick. Now the big men up at the back for Ayr United, Campbell and Duffy. Flighted into near post, the head flick on, good save by the goalkeeper. The glancing header from Glyn Hurst. And Kevin Buddenhoikus get down well to block. Tarrant trying to turn Ray Montgomery into link with Hurst. Back for Hurst again. Good interception and a timely one from Des McEwen. Now Scally for Ayr. Pulled away by Payton. There was Tarrant linking with Hurst, getting the return. Glyn Hurst, but just as he was about to pull the trigger, in stepped Des McEwen. 2 Ayr players together there. Breaks for Jacobs. Still Jacobs. Nice little skills. Trying to go through 2 or 3 challenges. He's working his way eventually towards the 6-yard box before getting that ball cleared. But good play from Quinton Jacobs there, taking on the Ayr defence. Gary Teal wins the corner, the first of the match, off Alan Archibald. Ayr push forward the big men once more. Mark Campbell coming to the near post. Tarrant behind the goalkeeper this time. Hansen flights it in near post, comes off Tarrant. Didn't know too much about it, it's in the back of the net. A ricochet there helps out Ayr United. The Partick Thistle players can't believe they're defending. Ayr United will be pleased though. It was swung in, it was swept off the line, and it came off Neil Duffy and into the back of the net. Fortune favours Neil Duffy. It looked as though it was being cleared from Neil Tarrant, but fired against him by Danny Lennon and into the back of the net. Misfortune for Partick, good fortune for Duffy. Neil Duffy's second goal of the season. And his first came against Dundee in the 3rd round replay. Headed away by Scally. Drops for Daniel Lennon. Fires in the shot. Saved at the second attempt by Craig Nelson. Gary Teal. Just tripped by Quinton Jacobs. Doing a bit of backtracking now, Jacobs. There was Teal just getting away from him. Just caught the challenge of Jacobs and Des McEwen sliding in. Hansen. Good play. Finds Teal. The header down and just wide from Mark Campbell. Referee Kenny Clark brings the first half to a close with Ayr United 1-0 up. Thanks to Neil Duffy. A touch of good fortune though. He didn't know too much about the goal as the ball ricocheted off him into the back of the nets. At the interval at Somerset Park, the half-time scoreline. Ayr United 1, Partick 0. United get the second half underway, knowing full well their cup form recently has been better than their league form. No wins in their last 4 league matches. All the recent victories coming in the cup. The win against Motherwell, the penalty win against Dundee. It's Hurst winning it for Scally. Wide is Gary Teal. Scally spots some good control by Teal. Delivers a good ball in, flipped on by Tarrant. Not far away from Neil Tarrant. Good header away by Campbell. Jacobs. Running into trouble this time. Held off by Shepherd. Hurst. Hansen trying to link with Craig. Back for Neil Duffy. Flighting it forward. Tarrant sprung the offside trap. Neil Tarrant! What a finish by the on-loan striker. Neil Tarrant's 6th goal of the season. His 3rd in the cup. And another superb finish from the left foot of the on-loan Aston Villa striker. No wonder Ayr wanted to keep him till the end of the season. He just sprung that offside trap and fired it past Budanakis. 5 minutes into the second half, and Ayr look on course for the semi-finals. Another good ball from Scally, picking out Gary Teal. Running at McEwen. Delivers it in, there's Hurst! And cleared off the line by Ray Montgomery. Tries the pass for Dunn, well read by the Ayr skipper, Neil Duffy. Cleared first time by Craig Nelson, onto it, and a flash is Glenn Hurst. Held back, but he'll just tap it in, will he? No, he just can't get there. Step movements. Here go Ayr, Scally. Chance to shoot. Good save by Kevin Budanakis. Hansen swinging it in, there's Tarrant with a header off the crossbar. I think the goalkeeper got a touch to that one. Brian Martin swings the ball in. The last kick of this cup tie. It's victory for Ayr United. There's the disappointed management team of John Lambie and Jerry Collins. Success for Gordon Dalziel. A shake of the hands between the two good friends. Neil Duffy was the initial goal scorer with the aid of a deflection. The ball ricocheting off him in 25 minutes to put Ayr in front. Neil Tarrant was the man who added the second 5 minutes after the break. He was also named the Tennent's man of the match. And no wonder Ayr have kept this player at Somerset Park. Ayr United through to the semi-finals of the Partick Scottish Cup for the first time in 27 years. The final scoreline, Ayr United 2, Partick Thistle 0.